Hi there, this is Soul Child Oracle Card Reader Michelle here to give you your general or weekly Oracle card reading for November the 10th right through to November the 16th, 2014. Okay, this week I will be covering personal relationships, home and family, work and career, and your spiritual path. Okay, I will start off with personal relationships. I'm using just before I get right into the reading, I'm using my Crystal Wisdom Oracle card deck by Judy Hall. I'm using one card from the Past Life Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue and Brian L. Wise. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And I'm using my Faithful Karma card deck by Monte Faber. I think that's how you pronounce his name also. Right, now in the personal relationship arena, the crystal card that has come out is the Tiger's Eye. The Tiger's Eye crystal, and forgive me as I stretch over to pick the card up. Tiger's Eye. Now, it's almost like, because it's an egg shape in the image, it's almost like I'm getting like it's the birthing or the rebirthing of something new coming into your life as far as relationships, personal relationships go. Now, the house card that came up was the 8th house. The 8th house is all about life and death. It's about deep transformation. It's also about partners' resources. So, joint affairs, joint finances. Okay, now the sign card that came up beside the 8th house is Virgo. So it's all about being of service, looking into details in regards to personal relationships. Now, the planet card that came up is Uranus. Now, for those that are familiar with astrology, Uranus has been wreaking havoc in our skies. Has been for the last, could be 3, possibly 4 years, could be lesser than that. So what it's saying, and as far as personal relationships go for you this week, there is almost like a rebirth or a new beginning in how you are relating to each other on the level of sharing with each other, sharing your resources together, sharing finances. There's going to be a new way of dealing with how to share joint things together this week. It's almost like you're going to get like a light bulb moment, and you suddenly think, well, why didn't we think of that? Because with Uranus, it's all about surprise and yes, disruption, but more of a surprise coming in for you in regards to relationships. Now, even though I've stated the shape of the crystal here, with Tiger's Eye, it's also about stability. So things are going to become more stable within a relationship this week. Now, out of my Past Life card deck, the Wisdom card came out. And so you're going to gain a lot of wisdom as far as this light bulb moment you may be having, you or your partner may be having. And I feel like it's divinely, this message has been divinely sent to you. It's almost like you hear a voice, or you see a picture, or you see something. You see something that you don't normally see out in nature, but it's going to be something that is just going to suddenly just make you, it's like a bolt of lightning out of the blue. You know, it's just something that you thought, well, why didn't I think of this before? So it's going to be a positive surprise, should I say, as far as personal relationships go. Right, now home and family. The card that came out was Turquoise, the crystal card, Turquoise. So this is enriching relationships within home and family. Now also too, with the blue of the turquoise colour, this is also signifying expression, feeling accepted within a home and family situation. Now with the black in the crystal, it kind of gives separation, so you may have been feeling separated as far as home and family are concerned. It could be separated as far as communications goes. You may be clashing minds with people, with members of your family, and you're needing to patch things up is what I'm getting as far as home and family are concerned. Now the house card that came up was the 12th house. So this is a karmic, very karmic spiritual house. It's also a house of hidden things coming out into the open. Things coming out of the up to the surface, things boiling, brewing that are needing to be released. Now this may come in the form of arguments, disagreements. This may also come in the form of healing relationships within a family environment. Okay, now the sign card that came up beside it was in the sign of Libra. So this is, for me, it's telling me that things are going to become more balanced, more harmony is going to be coming into home and family this week. More harmonious situations happening. Now the planet card, well, it's not really the planet card that's come out for you this week. It's more along the lines of the North Node. Now, as I've said before, the North Node represents what you are destined to be in this life, but more so in the readings I'm doing for you, it's the Yes card. So there are positive vibes for you around home and family. Able to release the past, able to resolve issues this week. Now the past life card that came out of my deck was the Unrequited Love card. Now I feel like this is ancient stuff. This is almost like family generational stuff. Like there could be situations within a family dynamics where there's been a certain trait or a certain way of how people in your family have been, and it's almost like breaking free from the chains of the past. And again, it is dealing with, as much as it says unrequited love, there may have been self-esteem, almost unconditional love issues going on, like there wasn't enough love to go around. I'm getting a huge vibe around not feeling accepted in families, and it's almost stemmed back in generations is what I'm picking up on. So family karma, the release of family karma and more harmonious conditions, more harmony within a family environment coming in for you. Now being the 12th house, I'm picking up strongly that Christmas and New Year, so December, January could be when things become right, things become smooth again for you. So this is almost like baby steps. This is the beginnings of good to come. Right, now in work and career, the crystal card that came up was Citrine. Now Citrine is all about abundance. It's the good things in life. It's the good things coming your way. Now, where is it coming from? The 11th house, this is hopes, dreams and wishes. A lot of you may be stepping on to fulfilling a dream or making plans to fulfill a dream in your life. I feel that for some of you, friends may be involved in this dream as a support system. Some of you may be going into business with a friend. But also too, work and career, it's almost like you're going to be branching out or networking out into a wider sphere. This is not just within your own workplace, this is getting yourself out there, networking. Now the reason why I say that is because the sign card is in Aries, and that's all about doing it independently. Starting, you are the pioneer. You're pioneering something, or creating new beginnings within a work environment, or also for a lot of you, this could be self-employment coming in for you as well. Starting your own business, wanting to leave a full-time job to go and do what it is that you want, something you love. Now the Mercury planet card came out. Now Mercury has been in retrograde. It has gone direct as of the last week of October, but it was still in a shadow phase, and it has just come out of its shadow phase. So you are all good to go as far as communicating and getting your word out there to others in regards to work and career. Now the past life card that came up was ships. So you could be doing a lot of travelling, you could be travelling on the job, but I feel that you may be dealing with people from overseas, foreign connections, higher learning. Some of you may be needing to do more training or more learning to get to the next level of where you're wanting to go. So that's awesome. Okay. Now, your spiritual path. The crystal card that came up was Bloodstone. Now Bloodstone is linked strongly with ancestral. It's an ancestral stone. It also is a stone of cleansing and clearing within the body. Now, the house card that has come up is in the 10th house. Now, this could be relating to your job, but I feel along the lines that it's more about taking responsibility as far as your spiritual path is concerned. Taking it more seriously for some of you. Getting yourself out there. Maybe this could be the sideline job from your main job that you're wanting to pursue. Because I'm getting a fork in the road. Now, the card beside it, the sign, is in Sagittarius. Now, the planet card beside it is in Jupiter. Now, Jupiter rules Sagittarius. And so this is abundance coming in. This is motivation coming in for you. This is knowledge. This is wisdom from ancient wisdom. It's much like, again, from family that have passed on. And for those of you that have done your family trees, you may want to look back down the line of your family lineage, and you may have photos. You may be lucky enough to hold photos of ancestors, and look back, and there is a male. I'm picking up strongly on a male figure that had a really good reputation, that really did well for himself in life, and look to him. I feel like the guidance and knowledge is coming from him. Now, the spouse card came up in the past life card deck, so that's why I'm picking up on male. Not so much female, it's more because the 10th house leans more towards males in a family, like a father figure. So there's nothing really feminine in these group of cards that I can pick up strongly on, other than the image with the bride. But there is a male linkage here in regards to your spiritual path. I feel like it's almost like he's telling you, now you need to step on now. You need to take more responsibility, in charge. Be more in charge of what you're wanting to do. When it comes to spiritual path, which also ties in with life purpose also. Okay, and that's the end of your reading. I hope you have a very enjoyable week. I hope you have a very harmonious week, and I will catch you next time here next week. And thanks again to all those people supporting my channel. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you all for those that have been rolling with the changes with my readings. I really, really appreciate it, and understand if for those that aren't sort of keen on this change. I understand if you don't sort of stay around much longer watching my videos. I understand that also. But thanks again to all those that have been supporting me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.